back.
Uh, could this season just end? I mean, that's kind of how I feel, man. Can this season just end?
We got 3 whole weeks.
Oh, they're gonna be long weeks. Oh, I bet they're gonna be long weeks. Welcome to Pick Six, where we cover 6 teams in the NFL, that being the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Packers, the Rams, and our Steelers.
We haven't covered them for a while now. It feels like.
That could be a good thing. But we're going to talk about them this week, man.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and let's get to the whole shebang, because not everybody is feeling our pain. So let's go ahead and talk about some of these other teams, man.
Well, just to make you feel a little bit better about yourself, let's get into the Pick Six standings right now.
All right.
We got the champ, the undefeated, undisputed cruiserweight universal champ, Pick Six champ of the world, Hardcore, at a record of 43-33, and you dropped under 500 this past week, going in at 37-38.
I'm just feeling the effects of the Steelers, man. I'm just feeling the effects. By the way, you see this Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse back there? It's part of the Christmas decorations. If you guys see the lights on the side, oh, it's December. But, man, Santa Claus is not coming to the Steelers, man, or the Steeler fans. So
there's going to be a Rudolph. But let's just get straight into it, man. We have the New Orleans Saints walking into SoFi Stadium to play the Rams. Both teams are at a 7-7 record. The Saints are coming off of a win against the Giants, and the Rams are also 7-7, coming off of a win against the Washington Football Team Commanders Redskins.
Yeah, I should have gone Rams this past week. I'm gonna go Rams this time around. The Saints, them beating the Giants, I don't know. Everybody beats the Giants, you know. But at the same time, are the Saints really that bad? They're not that bad of a team.
They're just in the middle pack. I mean, look, both teams are 7-7, but I'll tell you this: the Rams are the better team. Even though they hold the same record, the Rams have been looking a lot better. They've been playing a lot better, and they just all around have a better team. I'm going Rams here too. The Saints, for me, there's just nothing that really pops up about them. What's really special?
Okay. All right. I don't know if I should do this just yet. I might hold off till next week. I'm probably going to hold off to next week.
Talking about the moves that he needs to make.
Well, yeah, if I need to catch up here, man. No, I'm gonna go Rams. I still don't need to do what I think I need to do, not yet. So I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go Rams on this one, even though I don't think it's that too far-fetched for the Saints to get a victory.
No, I don't think so either, but I think the Rams win by probably 10 points or so.
Okay, by the way, our dogs are howling, but
next we have a really good matchup here between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, you weren't ready for that one, huh? The Packers are 6-8, coming off of a loss to the Buccaneers. We both got that one wrong. And the Panthers are 2-12, coming off of a win against the Falcons.
Yeah.
What you got on this one?
Baker Mayfield, man. Baker Mayfield, man. He showed up against those Packers. Now I'll let you go first on this one. I want to hear what you guys say.
Packers.
Wow. That's it? There's no...
Packers are better. They should win this game. No reason why they shouldn't win this game. Panthers are not a good team.
Yeah.
They beat a team that is not a good team. Okay. Panthers are the worst team in the NFL. So Packers, you got to win this game.
They were making a big deal about the fans that showed up to that game during when the weather was bad. And it was a bad game. The Panthers won with 9 points on the board. Horrible weather, and there was fans that showed up. However, from what I understand, I don't know. I was hearing two different stories. I was like, at first it was like, man, look at that, it sold out. And I'm like, oh, did it? Then it came out later. It's like, no, it didn't sell out at all. But there were fans there that got there and checked it out. My beautiful, crazy local wife. And yeah, they're a horrible team, man. But it's one game. It's one game. Should I go with the Panthers? Should I go? Where's this game at?
It's in Carolina. Let me look for the weather. Let me see what the weather's going to be like over there.
Oh, man. Are the Panthers feeling themselves? Are they feeling themselves? Are they saying, man, you know what? We're on a groove now, man.
All right. There's not gonna be any slippery weather, no rain or nothing on the forecast.
Okay. I mean, the Packers are under 500 themselves.
Yeah. I think there's a wide margin between the Packers and the Panthers still.
I agree. I go Packers. I agree, man. I'm trying to get myself up to take one of these bold games, man. But the Panthers, like, yeah, no.
Next,
He's got to be a dog that has fight in him still, and the Panthers don't.
They haven't all season.
Yeah.
Next, we have, this is probably the hardest one. No, we have two hard games to choose from. This is one of them. The Dallas Cowboys walking into Miami to play the Dolphins. The Cowboys are 10-4 coming off of a bad loss to the Bills. And the Dolphins are also 10-4 coming off of a good win, but it was against the Jets. What do you think about this
one? This is a good game. I like it. I like the matchup. It seemed like the Cowboys were finding themselves again and really going for it. And I don't think that they stopped. You're not going to win them all. I still think the Cowboys are pretty good, man. I do. Those Dolphins down there with Ace and Snowflake, I mean, I think they're doing their thing. This is a good one, man. I really enjoy this game. Where's this game going to be at?
In Miami.
In Miami, man. Yeah, I'm going to go Cowboys. I'm going to go Cowboys on this one, man. I am. But it's not surprising to me at all if the Dolphins come out with this victory.
Yeah, this is one where I could definitely see it going either way. One of those 50-50 games. I think these two teams are very evenly matched. I don't know. It just seems like both teams haven't really proved themselves too much. I know the Cowboys, their biggest win is against the Eagles. Who is the Dolphins' biggest win against? I can't really wrap my head around that. But it's in Miami. Cowboys have not played good on the road this season at all. They have a below 500 record on the road, if I'm not mistaken. At home is where they turn it up. On the road, they don't look too good. Okay, we definitely saw that last week. And I think it continues. I think the Dolphins do their thing. And look, I'm not going to say that it's because the Cowboys aren't a good team. It's just, I don't know. I just think the Dolphins' offense might just be too explosive for that defense.
Could be. I could definitely see that happen. Don't let me down, Cowboys. Do not let me down on this one. I'm putting faith in them boys. Oh, but I could lose the faith in 1 week. So don't let me down.
Do you think the Cowboys come up with the division still? Philly's been looking pretty.
It's possible, man. I mean, look, to me, a few weeks back, it's like, hey, man, that division is spoken for. It's the Eagles, and I don't think it is anymore. Now to me, it's up for grabs. So it was to me, it was a solid answer a few weeks ago. Now it's not.
I'd say even if the Cowboys lose this game, they still have a good shot at winning that division.
Yeah.
Even though the Eagles don't even have that hard of a schedule, they haven't been looking good. It looks like they're falling apart. losing to Drew Lock and the Seahawks. But let's get into another divisional matchup, shall we? I think the Cowboys do come out with that division. Next, we have the Las Vegas Raiders going into Arrowhead to play the Chiefs. Raiders are 6-8, coming off of a complete blowout win against the Chargers. And the Chiefs are 9-5, coming off of a win against the Patriots. What do you have here, man?
Oh, who's feeling themselves more, man? The Raiders for beating the Chargers, yet the Chargers didn't have their starting quarterback, and they went ahead and they ended up firing their coach, but they scored so many damn points. Or the Chiefs, who's coming off a win, but against a sorry-ass Bill Belichick's Patriots. Who's feeling themselves more?
The Raiders.
I would say so, too.
I mean, look, the Chiefs, have they really been looking like the Chiefs this year? Like, have they?
It's just half a chop. Like, it doesn't come all the way down. It's just like, yeah.
Well, none of the receivers can catch a ball. It's like, yeah, you're always going to be relevant with Patrick Mahomes. I get that. Okay. But, I mean, I don't know if they make it out of the AFC this year. I don't.
Ooh, he was pretty pissed, man, on the sidelines over the weekend. He was going pretty hard.
I don't see the same Chiefs. But they're playing the Raiders this week. Not really sure how good the Raiders really are. You know what I mean? Look, I have faith in the Raiders. I think they should keep this head coach. Okay, they should extend him because it seems like he's definitely doing something right there. Okay, I'll say that. Seems like the Raider culture is starting to finally come back to where it used to be. But in this game, I guess I'll rock with the chop. I guess.
Okay, I see a little bit of life in the Raiders as well, man. This is an Arrowhead?
It's an Arrowhead.
Ooh, should be a nice little chill out there. Apparently, this is the main divisional rival in the AFC West, Raiders and the Chiefs. I want to go Chiefs. I do, man. But I gotta make up a little bit of ground. And I don't think it's that much of an upset if the Raiders come out with a victory.
No.
However, them scoring so many damn points, man, against another division rival could kind of get to their head. They could take it a little bit easy this week in practice when they shouldn't be, and maybe feeling themselves just a little bit too much. But you know what? I'm going to go Raiders, man.
Okay.
Hopefully they take it. Let's go get them, man. Go the Raiders, you know.
And I don't think that's too far-fetched. Like I said, the Chiefs just, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, the receivers aren't really all that good. It's really Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on that offense. I don't know. Like I said, I don't see him making it out of the AFC this year.
It's Taylor Swift, man. It's Taylor Swift. So that's what's going on.
All right. Next game of the week in probably everybody's opinion. Christmas Day. The Baltimore Ravens walking into Santa Clara to play the 49ers. Both teams at 11-3. Both teams at the top of their conferences. Ravens are coming off of a win against the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday night. And the Niners are coming off a divisional win, a bit of a statement win against the Cardinals, although it was against the Cardinals. Okay. Arguably two of the best teams in the NFL right now. And that hurts me because I am a Steeler fan. Okay. Might be a Super Bowl preview. What do you have on this one?
Oh, yeah. It could be the rematch, man, from a Super Bowl quite a while back when they were calling it the Super Bowl. You guys remember that with the Harbaugh brothers? That was Ray Lewis's final game, man. Yeah, this could be a Super Bowl preview. It seemed for a minute or two, that the Niners lost their mojo.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that a few weeks back? They went on a little bit of a losing streak, and I was just like, wow, what happened? You know, they're losing their mojo. Seems like they regained that sucker, and they're firing on all cylinders. Those Baltimore Ravens, man, hey, dog.
They've been good all year.
Yeah, they've been good all year. They've been good all freaking year. I mean, there's really no way to say it, man. And this coming from a Steeler fan, they've been good all year. So, I mean, damn it, dog. What a great game this is going to be. This is on Christmas Day, right?
Well deserved, prime time.
Wow.
I mean, no excuses on this one. It's a perfect game.
Move over, NBA. NBA always owned Christmas Day, but not this time around, man. This time around, who's not going to be tuning into this game, dog? This is going to be the one. By the way, it's my anniversary, man. Christmas Day. Yeah, man, of me having a ball and chain. So this is a tough one to pick. It really is. It's in Santa Clara, you say?
Yep.
Okay, so somebody has to make the trip. So somebody's not going to be there to see Santa come down the chimney and spend it with their family. And that's going to be the Ravens. Does that have a little bit of an effect on them? I'm not really sure. Let's hear what you have to say before I make my pick.
Oh, wow. Like you said, there was a time this season where the 49ers weren't looking like the 49ers. They were it looked like they're kind of crumbling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, that couldn't have happened at a better time. It happened in the middle of the season, and now they have their groove back. And now they're looking like, in my eyes, the best team in the NFL. Ravens aren't too far behind. Not too far. But just all around, you got the defense. All those weapons on offense, man. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Ayuk, Deebo Samuel. They have so many weapons offensively too. Okay? And Brock Purdy, I mean, he's in the MVP conversation himself. Okay? Yeah, that the fall apart kind of happened at the best time. You see it happening with the Eagles now.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it might affect them. Who knows? They might not even get a playoff win, the fact that they're playing like this now.
Yeah.
I mean, so look, I know a couple that's going to this game, okay? And I would want them to be happy. And look, I do think that the 49ers have the best roster in the NFL, okay? From top to bottom. With that being said, I'm going to go Niners. On paper, they're the better team. Does that mean that they're going to win? Not necessarily. Okay, but I just think they got what it takes, man. It's just Niners are going to be a hard team to beat right now.
Yeah, I think on paper they are the better team, but paper does not win games. It does not win games. It's the cleats out there on the field what wins games, man.
Or the beats.
All right. Look, I wanted to go Niners as well, but I got a little ground to make up. And when it's a game that's this close, I'm going to go against what you're saying.
All right.
So, you know, I was planning on doing that with the whole Panther Green Bay, but I'm like, nah, that's just going to put me more in a hole. This one, I do stand a chance here, right? It's pretty damn difficult for me to choose the Baltimore Ravens, who is our main divisional rival. But I got to make up a little bit of ground, man. I do favor the Niners. I want to make that clear. If I did not have ground to make up on this guy here, I would be choosing the Niners. But to me, it'd be like a 60-40, 55-45.
I think it's 51-49.
No
pun intended.
I got it. I see what you did there. I got it a little more of a chasm, but not too much, man. But I'm going to go Ravens on this one because they actually can pull it off, man. Yeah. The fact that they're the ones traveling, though, on Christmas Day, or who knows, it could backfire on the Niners, man. You know, the Niners are going to be over there spending Christmas Day in the morning with their family and everything, while the Ravens are over there pissed off on the flight and screw that, man. We're gonna make these guys pay, man.
Niners all comfortable, eating some, probably eating some pozole.
Eating some pozole and some
tamales.
tamales, man. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Ravens over there just drinking some orange juice, looking outside of their hotel.
Yeah.
It's probably raining outside.
Yeah, they got coal in their stockings and stuff. Like, yeah, man. So I'm gonna go Ravens.
All right. I could definitely see it going either way.
Okay.
All right. Let's just get into it. I don't really even want to talk about this, but let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Cincinnati Bengals going into Pennsylvania to play a team in Pennsylvania. The Bengals are 8-6 coming off of a win against the Vikings, a comeback win from the Vikings. And I guess the Steelers are 7-7 coming off of a loss to the Indianapolis Colts. Now, before I get into anything, how do you feel about KZ getting suspended indefinitely for the season? He's out for the rest of the season because of that hit on the Colts.
Yeah, I don't really like it. I know I know people might think that I'm biased, and it's like, oh, you're biased. Yeah, it deserved a flag. It definitely deserved a flag. They kicked them out of the game. I was like, when they show the slow-mo, I'm like, do you really need to kick him out of the game? Okay, but now that you're suspending him for the rest of the season, now I'm like, okay, maybe not that. Okay. Definitely, if you're throwing the flag, okay, cool, so be it. If you're kicking him out of the game, I don't know, man. The hit didn't seem that bad to throw him out of the game, but oh well. But to kick him out for the rest of the season, yeah, I'm not down with that. I'm not down with KZ not being there, man. I'll say you.
See the jersey I'm wearing? See it?
Oh, yeah. That guy didn't have hair. He had mane like a lion.
That man in the 2000s and I guess all the way up into the mid-2010s, was he not making hits like that? And was it called penalties back in the 2000s and maybe even early 2010s?
Well, I think that's where it actually started to change. I think that time right there, the league started trying to make changes since then. So, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the game has changed on what they call penalties now and things like that. If you want to throw a 15-yard penalty, okay, cool. Kicking them out of the game, I'm like, no, you kick dudes out of the game because they threw a punch, because they actually squared up or something, or they threw a punch at somebody, not for making a football play. And even if it was, as people would like to say, a dirty hit, he hit a defensive receiver. All right, but he's just supposed to let the guy catch the ball? No, but you're supposed to blow him up. I'm not going to let you catch the ball. You throw him out, you eject him out of the game. Like, what's up with that? Oh, now he's suspended for the whole season. Like, you are telling the defense not to play ball, not to be physical out there, because now you could be suspended for the rest of the season. Like, first of all, the fact that you throw a flag for a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down, that's one thing, because that can cost you the game. That's one. But then you go ahead and you throw, he's been ejected from the game. Like, this fool went out there and started throwing punches like he started a fight. It's like, wait a second, this guy was making a football play. Yes, I get it. I understand the whole defenseless receiver kind of thing. He blew him up so he doesn't catch the ball. Cool. Okay, you get throw a flag, throw the flag. Eject him out of the game. What the hell are you doing? Now he's suspended for the rest of the season. What the hell are you doing? How are these how is the secondary supposed to play football? Go for it, man.
You already hit on all spots. The flag, okay. I mean, I guess it was a defensive receiver. It wasn't helmet to helmet. He hit him with the shoulder.
Yeah.
But I mean, 15 yards, fine. Kicking him out of the game was ridiculous. Suspending him for the rest of the season, that is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
And look, Casey was actually having a pretty solid day before that penalty and before he was ejected, he was actually having a pretty solid day. So I mean, that's ridiculous. Into this one, man. Bengals are looking pretty damn good. Steelers don't even look like a team in the NFL. How do you feel?
Look, I don't feel good at all, man. I don't feel good at all. It's ridiculous that this team is even 500. This team has really, really fallen apart. They benched Mitch Trubisky at the end, which the Steelers didn't even stand a chance to come back and win the game. But that's when they decided to throw in Mason Rudolph, which again, I know the fans are frustrated because I'm right there frustrated right with you. But could we stop with the whole thing? Like, hey, bring in Mason Rudolph. What's that going to do? Look, that's fine. Bring him in. I'm not saying don't put him in. But let's not act, man, like Mason Rudolph gets in there and now, oh, man, now we're going to win. No, we're not. And Kenny Pickett looks like it's questionable that he might play this Saturday. Oh, yes, it is a Saturday matinee game. And even if he gets in there and plays, man, we weren't lighting it up with Kenny Pickett either. Yeah, they had a couple of good. I don't know how many good games that they had that you could think that they had good games. 2, 3.
The best game that they had offensively was against the Bengals, and they only scored 16 points.
Yeah,
so it's not like they completely tore it up. No, they only scored 16 points. And Kenny Pickett was looking better. Before he got, I'll say this, before Pickett got injured, they were looking better, man. They really were. And as with this Mr. Trubisky team, I don't even know why he was starting. I don't know why he started against the Patriots. I definitely don't know why he started against the Colts. He hasn't proved himself since he's been on the team. I guess this is one of those things where you need a solid backup, and the Steelers do not have that. Okay, they've had their backups is Mr. Trubisky, who is someone who was supposed to be the starter, but he just couldn't cut it.
Yeah,
Mason Rudolph. I mean, they've given him some chances, and he hasn't really performed. Granted, the situations he was put in weren't all that great, but I mean, still, the performance wasn't all that good. The backups aren't I don't know.
Yeah,
you need a valuable backup.
Yeah, call Charlie Batch. Yeah, man. And even the starters are a little questionable, right? With Kenny Pickett. I talked about this. I want to hear what you got to say about this. Mike Tomlin looks just tired to me. I don't see energy. I don't see the fire in his eyes. I don't see the eye of the tiger. I don't see that in Tomlin anymore. He looks tired or depressed or just defeated, uninterested. He might have some medical issue, where we don't know of. I don't know, man, but he just doesn't look like a laser focused guy that I'm used to seeing out there.
And it's reflected on what the team's been looking like. This, not just the past couple of weeks, this whole season. Can you tell me how many games have the Steelers look like the Pittsburgh Steelers? I could only name one. And again, that's that game against the Bengals. Just that one. Other than that, I mean, I don't know how they have 7 wins. I don't know. Everything seems so uncertain. It seems like a good majority of the wins that the Steelers have is based off of luck, man.
And it sucks because there's some guys that are a part of the team that deserve more. The TJ Watts,
Minkah Fitzpatrick, Cameron Hayward, Alex Highsmith.
Yeah. I'd say those are the guys. Those are all the guys right there. What sucks about Minkah, and we got to be honest about it, the guy can't stay healthy. You know, he's always running into injury problems. He's great. He's great. He can't stay healthy. He can't, you know, it's hard for him to stay healthy though. But yeah, man. I mean, these guys, I think Ben Roethlisberger said it on an interview. He said that a lot of these guys became Steelers and just felt like, okay, cool. Like we're Steelers, you know, like we're part of this historic franchise team, where Ben Roethlisberger is saying, nah, Charlie, homie, that's not how it works. Okay. You become part of the Steelers organization and you need to carry that torch to continue that proud franchise. And yeah, man, look, he's right. Because right now, man, this Steelers team just, it sucks. With the exception of a few guys, but outside of that, man, this team sucks. It's hard to watch this. It's hard to watch. It is.
And like I've said, man, I think, or I feel like it's not necessarily a talent thing. I just feel like there's no heart, just no grit, no swagger, no nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing there. Nothing there. It's like when you don't have yeah, sure, you could have the talent. If you don't have the heart, you don't have the grit, you're not gonna, it's not getting you anywhere. It's making you mediocre.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I just don't see I don't see the fire. I don't see the passion in Mike Tomlin anymore. If he's having some sort of medical issue, go get that taken care of. He might be diabetic. Again, I don't want to throw rumors out there. He might be diabetic. We don't know, man. He's 51 years old. That's not that old for an NFL coach. I'm just saying we don't know what he's dealing with. He looks depressed or sad or just uninterested, or I don't know, man. I don't know. But if I could see it through a television screen, the team is definitely seeing it in the locker room and is definitely just coming off on them. This does not seem like a team, man. And I guess I'm gonna go Steelers, obviously, but shoot, all the money should be going on the Bengals, you know.
Yeah. If I wasn't a Steelers fan, I'd definitely go Bengals.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wanted to just go Bengals anyways. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep my hope. First, I don't even know why. I don't even know why I should even have any sort of hope in this team. I think it might actually be more beneficial if the Steelers lose out compared to win out. And you don't know how hard that is for me to say. It's really hard because I want to see this team win. Okay, I've never seen the Steelers win a Super Bowl or anything like that. I've never seen that. Okay, I want to see it happen, but the thing is, they've been mediocre for so long that it just seems like they're just going to continue to be mediocre. And you know what? If the Steelers need to have a losing season for once in order for them to start getting back to where they used to be, so be it.
The worst thing that can happen is for them to stay level right in the middle. Either get up here or hit rock bottom. One or the other. Because the worst, the last thing we all need to hear, hey, Mike Tomlin has not had a losing season.
Okay. If that happens, I need a playoff spot. I don't care. If we barely miss the playoffs again and that's a storyline, I don't care. I don't care. I'd rather lose out and not make the playoffs than go 9-8 and just miss the playoffs. That's more beneficial to us.
This is the Steelers, homie. Ain't nobody care about that, dog. Ain't nobody care about, oh, you know what? They're just barely made it above 500. So they're, you know, man. Hey, man, there's the Steelers, dog. Nobody cares about that. We're after championships.
And you haven't had a playoff win since what, 2016, 2017?
We're after titles, championships. Nobody care about none of that nonsense. All right, leave that for some other little mediocre teams out in the NFL. There's 31 other teams. That's one of them have it. Multiple of those teams have it. There's the Steelers, dog. That means squat here. We're after titles. And if we don't get
Earn
it,
those stripes, man.
and
Literally on the shoulder.
if we don't get it, step aside. And I've always been one to defend Mike Tomlin, but look, it's I think it's time for him to go, man. And by the way, him leaving does not mean that automatically the team starts winning. But maybe it's time to clean house and start rebuilding and restructuring this team. And look, it might take another season or two. But something's got to be done, man, because I do not want the next 3, 4, 5 seasons like this.
Oh, we finished 9-8. Oh,
What the
oh, we
heck?
made the playoffs. We made the 7th seed. Oh, we get shellacked in the first round. Like, this team has been the same since 2021. 2021, they barely made the playoffs. 2022, they barely missed the playoffs. And 2023, it looks like they're going to do the same exact thing. One of those two. It's the same exact team that I've seen since 2021.
Okay, do they win another game? There's 3 more games. Do they win another game?
Yeah.
Yes, I believe so too. I believe they win another game. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely see what happens, man. After this one, we only got 2 games left. So we'll see what happens. It's hard for me to root against the Steelers, but it's probably better that they lose out.
Yeah.
However, when the ball is snapped, I'm gonna be cheering my ass off for them to win. I can't help it. I can't chant for them to lose. I can't. It's not in me. But I know that it's probably best for them to lose.
Yeah, I'm on that same exact boat. I don't like that feeling, but I mean, there needs to be change. There needs to be change. I feel like this team is capable of being a contender, and they're not right now. And that means things need to change.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Go Steelers.
Very enthusiastically, go Steelers. You already know. Pick 6. We out.
We out.